Hi fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. In today's epic video, a showdown of biblical proportions, sponge filter versus box filter. That's right folks, you guys asked for it. A lot of people said after I did my sponge filter versus hang-on back filter, I'll put a link somewhere in the description and up here for you to check it out. You guys said, oh, you should do a box filter one. Some people were like, yeah, but Mike, the box filter's better than the sponge filter. And some people were just like, Mike, how about a box filter? So, boom, we're gonna go sponge filter versus box filter, head to head. Guys, before I get started in the video, go ahead and obliterate that subscription button. Gently boop the notification bell. And of course, check out michaelsfishroom.com for guppies and plecos. And then go to teespring.com and buy a cool cough shirt. Stand by for the showdown. Alright fishy folks, I'll go over sponge filters again real quick because I just did the video on it. Sponge filters are biological filtration powerhouses. That's right folks, the biological filtration powerhouse of the filter world. This whole thing is biological filtration. Now some people in the last video said, but Mike, you could hot rod a hang-on back and get just as much. Sure, I could probably hot rod it and get twice as much. You're forgetting one thing. No matter how much actual surface area you have for beneficial bacteria, the bacteria will only grow as much as the food source. So if you have this filter in say a 20 high with, I don't know, 100 guppies, and that bioload produces a certain amount of biological filtration, and then you put 3 more of these in the same tank, you're not getting any more biological filtration. It's the same amount. Why? Because the beneficial bacteria only grows as much as the food source. Pretty simple, right? Yes, a hang-on back filter out of the box does not have as much surface area in most cases as a regular $8 sponge filter. I'm fine. By the way folks, links down below, Amazon affiliate links, millions of dollars just for thinking about clicking sponge filters and box filters, and some other links we'll talk about when I talk about box filters. But if you were to add different filter media to your hang-on back or replace carbon with lava rock or other media that has good surface area, you could definitely amp up the beneficial bacteria. But dollar for dollar, pound for pound, out of the box, this is the powerhouse. Alright, simple, it works simple. You put, I'm fine, you put an Airline here, air goes in, and then the bubble comes up, and that creates a suction, or negative pressure, or vacuum, however you want to look at it, and the water flows through the sponge where the beneficial bacteria lives. Boom, cycle happens. I'm fine. Couple other sponge filters. Here's a cheap China filter. That's right folks, I said cheap China. I hope it offends you because I don't really care. And the reason I say cheap China is because these were probably $5 or $6, and the suction cups they last for 6 months or a year. And then people are like, oh, just put them in boiling water. I did that and then I lost them because I'm silly. The one benefit to these things is if you're going to clean the sponge, boom, you take one off, you clean it a week later or 2 weeks later, you clean this side. The porosity on these, I think that's the word, the holes are really small. I don't like them because they get clogged. I think actually this is the same filter. I must have bought a 2-pack. Alright folks, are you ready for the awesomeness? The box filter, which is probably the best overall filter, in my opinion, you can have. There's definitely pluses and minuses. I'm going to talk about the pluses first. Actually, first I'm going to talk about the different sizes and shapes. This is a box filter. But Mike, it's not a square. That's right, it fits in the corner. This is another box filter, but that's not a square either. That's right. It's just a different kind. It's got a little pedestal it sits on. Base? Okay. This is probably one of the most common in the hobby. You can buy these at gemco.com. Love Gemco. Most of the prices are good. Anytime I call there for help with fish room stuff, air pumps or valves or whatever, John's super helpful. But, you know, get these there. I think they're $6 or $8 each. They're huge. They hold a lot of bacteria. Sorry, they hold a lot of media. They come on the pedestal, the base as well. And then an actual box filter. This is from Japan. Japanese sponge or box filter that's really dirty. I haven't cleaned it. they all work on essentially the same principle, actually, as the sponge filter. So in this particular case, you put your your Airline here, the air goes in, goes through the center, and comes up through here. That's where the bubble comes up. Okay, now what happens here is there's little holes on the edge, on the top, and on the top of the case. You can see the holes there. This one's dirty. This one came out of the blue-eyed lemon tank, and it was way overdue for being cleaned, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, so I have filter floss and lava rock. Lava rock, in my opinion, is the best pound for pound, dollar for dollar biological media. And you know where I learned it from? Joey, DIY Joey. That's where I learned it from, and it's a great tip. Especially now, like in the Northeast, it's officially fall, even though yesterday was like 90 degrees, literally 90 degrees. Today it was only like 70 something, but lava rock might be on sale at your big box stores. So if you're looking to up your beneficial bacteria, check out lava rock at your big box stores. I'll put a link down below as well. And then of course the filter floss, standard filter floss, link in the description below. Jiffy fill, polyfill, Jiffy, whatever. I don't know why I said Jiffy, but I forget how much this is, like 10 bucks or something. It lasts forever. Not forever, but it lasts a while. Anyway, let's talk about box filters. I'm going to talk about this one even though it's a cylinder, not a box. The reason I love it is you can customize it any way you want. It's meant to be customized. Lava rock in the bottom, polyfill on top. When you go to maintain it, you take the polyfill out, you put new polyfill in, boom, you're done. Couple of downers with cons, if you will, of these compared to the sponges. There's more maintenance. You basically take them both out, you squeeze this one in water, but this one you actually have to take whatever your mechanical filtration is, you have to take it out and throw it away and then add more. So this is pretty much a lifetime filter how it is. This one is also a lifetime filter, assuming you don't drop it and break it, which I've done. I've also broken the nipple off by pulling the Airline too hard because, you know. Anyway. A little more cost with the polyfill, not a whole lot. They come with no media. So if, say this thing's $8, you're looking probably at another $5 at least to get media in there, because you can't just buy like 6 lava rocks or whatever it is. But you know what I'm saying. So the con compared to this, a little bit more maintenance. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, this does a better job of mechanical filtration. It can do just as good a job as biological filtration, pretty much. And they sound the same, they cost the same to run. So, in my opinion, the box filter is the best filtration for a fish tank. Now, another con compared to this actually is fry. That's right, folks. This doesn't offer the same tender, delicious smorgasbord of goodness that fry can eat off of that this does. Now, also, little itty bitty tiny fry could possibly get sucked inside, but would probably be okay until you cleaned it, as long as you saw them when you cleaned it. Other than that, this is the way to go. Now, of course, I have this in every tank pretty much because of the fry that I grow. Pleco fry love to eat off it, and of course, guppy fry love to eat off it, and that's why I have them in every tank. But I do have many of these in tanks for their mechanical filtration goodness, folks. That's right, I said mechanical filtration goodness. I think that's about it, folks. Best filter, in my opinion, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, the champion. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Hiya, fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Hope everyone's having a great week. I don't really care if you're having a great week. No, I just forgot what I was going to say. As usual, take 2. I'm fine. Buy a shirt. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Thursday. Today's video is going to be an epic showdown of sponge filter versus box filter. Remember I did this? This was the exact thing I did in the last video. I'm a dumbass. So do me a favor, go ahead and obliterate the subscription button if you haven't done so already. Gently boop the subscription. No, you don't boop the subscription. You boop the notification after you've obliterated. Now, yes, a hang-on back filter out of the box doesn't have enough, yes, a hang-on